Good morning and welcome to TVC Breakfast this very beautiful Tuesday morning. My name is Etoma Edu.
And I'm Veronica Danik Boy. Thank you for joining us from Nigeria and around the world.
What a beautiful morning. Good morning, my people of Nigeria. Welcome. Today we have a lot on the table. I am Ria Abdul.
Absolutely, beyond the cups and the telephones and the phone that we have on the phone.
On
the tabs. A whole lot that we're bringing for the breakfast show this morning. I'm Ibrahim Shita. It's good to have you join us. Good morning.
It's always good to have you.
I can see the way you're dazzling in red. It's a red Tuesday.
Anyway, it's a beautiful Tuesday. It showered this morning and I was like, oh, not now, not now. I was about leaving the house when it started showering. And I was like, oh, rain, why? But it stopped at some point because I used to have challenges driving under the rain. So it was good that it stopped before I left the house. That was God stopping it before. That was God. You know it.
I was actually thinking about how you'll get to the office, taking into consideration that today is the day that that bridge is supposed to be closed for repairs.
Yes, but then it has been postponed till next week, the 13th. So it will be closed. Then there are already alternative routes for Lagosians to ply, and so just get that information, and of course you know how to navigate.
I think now they've planned it well. They've actually
plans have been made
well
to ensure that there's no traffic.
See how it goes.
But anyway, we have told you our lineup for today. Addressing electricity challenges is top on our list, and a lot of Nigerians have been speaking about it. Of course, we'll be reviewing stories on the front pages of the papers this morning, as well as bringing you stories that are trending now. But first, let's begin with the story where President Bola Tinubu is set to issue an executive order aimed at promoting local content and economic development in Nigeria. The order, called Renewed Hope Nigeria First, seeks to prioritize Nigerian-made goods and services in government procurement processes, reducing reliance on foreign imports. Briefing State House correspondents after the meeting of the Executive Council of the Federation, Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, said the policy will foster a new business culture that is bold, confident, and Nigerian-centric. The policy mirrors U.S. President Donald Trump's America First doctrine. He said the policy places Nigeria at the center of all public procurement and business activity, with a strong emphasis on empowering local industries and reducing dependency on foreign imports.
In this direction, like I mentioned earlier, the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation has been directed to prepare an executive order to give full legal effect to these resolutions of the Federal Executive Council. Now, what this seeks to do is to domesticate our processes. In other words, where there is the possibility of getting local manufacturers to supply any kind of goods or procure any kind of services, there will be no need for MDS to now procure these goods or services from outside this country. And where there is an exceptional need for these services to be procured from outside, there must be a waiver to be obtained, written waiver to be obtained by the Bureau of Public Procurement. This is a major shift in government policy aiming to put Nigeria at the heart of all businesses in this country.
And that's a good step in the right direction. A lot of Nigerians would also agree with that, ensuring that local content is promoted, prioritizing Nigerian goods above every other thing, or from anyone from any other country. As long as it is accessible in Nigeria, there is no need to import. That's what government is saying. Etoma, I wonder how you feel about this.
I feel nice. I think it's something that would have come like 40, 50 years ago. By now it would have gained so much traction that everything we do is Nigerian. Everything we buy, dress, cars and all that would have been Nigerian. No, it starts with a mentality. Let there be that, that mental revolution, so to say, that allows government officials to say, let's give Nigeria the first consideration. before any other person. So it's a policy that I love.
Ria, I know you wear a lot of Nigerian designers,
Exactly.
which is something that is good. And now the government is saying, let's start promoting Nigerian products and all of it. I'm wondering how that makes you feel.
I couldn't be more excited because I'll tell you something. I say it all the time. Nigerians are very innovative. Even when you look at the designs that they put out, sometimes I wear the designs and people are asking me, did you get it from Italy? I'm being honest. So it's such a step in the right direction. I'm happy that right now we can now put Nigeria first. And it's said, just like the way Donald Trump says, you know, America first. Now we are saying Nigeria first because we can do it. It's not like we cannot do it. We have the hands, we have the brains, we have everything. And I agree with that too much because this is something that should have been done a long time ago. By now, it will have had its ground. My only fear is I hope it's going to be implemented well and it will stand the test of time, not just something that is said and before you know it goes down the drill.
Well, Ibrahim, this is not the first time we are hearing things like this. Of course, successive governments have often said, let's promote Nigeria and all of it. But talking about ministries adopting this, and also even at the National Assembly, we've even at some point there were talks about, oh, one of the top leading car assembling plants in Nigeria, they should buy vehicles from there. But we saw the kinds of reaction. Do you think that this will really take a foothold now?
So it is one thing for us to bring a policy, it's another thing for us to follow through. But one beautiful thing about this is that it's going to help jobs. So if we have the government, you know, pushing for this, asking Nigerians to prioritize local content, I feel it's the best thing. Someone like me also, you know, buys local content. My shoes, my belt. I don't know where this tie came from though.
But your jacket is
my jackets, you know, most of the things that I use are Nigerian made. I prioritize. Besides, it's cheaper and even more, you know, quality,
not
more
all the
durable.
time,
Not all the time.
No, when I say cheaper, you know, if you are buying Louis Vuitton, if you're buying Nike and all of that, you know that
you soon pay
if
for
you want to
adverts.
get no. What I'm even doing is not even advert because you can get that same quality. Look at what China revealed, you know, to us that okay, what they are selling is just a name, but we produce this product for them and then ship it to them and they rename it, they rebrand it. It's the same thing we have in Nigeria. So many things are produced in Aba and they take it to Italy and they say Italian made and all of that. We have qualitative things that have been produced in this country. So I'm team one adopting Nigeria's
of course.
Nigeria first policy.
We'll leave this conversation for now.